Welcome to Co-Parental Chaos. This is me, Joel, again.
And Tamaya. Thanks for tuning in again. Before we get started, don't forget to hit the like button for us, please. Share the video with someone if you benefit from it or if you think they might benefit from the information we're going to talk about today. And also hit the subscribe button so you'll get notified every time that we drop a new video.
Yeah, hit the like button for the algorithm, please. Hopefully you guys don't hear the lawnmower in the back, but if you do, it's okay. People cut grass everywhere. Don't judge us. People cut grass everywhere.
So, hey, what do you think about parents bargaining with the children?
What do you mean by bargaining?
I mean, like,
Or give me an example of it.
okay. I mean, like, a parent might promise a child something, like something they enjoy. Like, it could be a new toy. It could be like, oh, time on the tablet or something.
Or you mean like a dog?
In exchange for, like,
Sit, boy, sit.
a lot
Give
of
him a treat.
times it's trying to get them to behave, or it could be do something that they want them to do in school. It's almost like a bargaining tool. What do you think about that?
Like I said, it's sound almost like what people do to like train dogs. You know, if you want a dog to sit, you know, you say, sit, boy, sit. And when they sit, you give them a treat. And I understand what you're saying, and my example is a bit of extreme, but I'm not even sure if it's really extreme. It seems weird to me.
Mm-hmm.
It seems a little weird to me, you know.
Yeah, it seems a little weird to me. Like, I've seen it firsthand. Like,
We're teachers.
those of you who know us, you know we're teachers, so we see many different parenting styles, and we see all types of things. So when I see stuff like that, it's almost like, in my mind, it feels like the parent is, I won't say the parent is not in control, but is it safe to say like the parent is not in control or is not able to get the child to listen or follow directions or whatever it is they're trying to get them to do? Like, the child is it's almost like they're trying to, I guess, do you have to promise your child something to get them to do what you say? Pretty much, like, that's what it boils down to. Do you have to give them something for them to do what you ask them to do?
Well, yes and no. If
Well,
you
a tangible thing.
well, what if you raise them the right way, no, you don't have to do that. If you raise them the wrong way, yes, you gotta do that. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So if you always have to give your child a toy in order for them to do something, you just messing up as a parent. You just did. You have done and continue to do something which is horrible. Is horrible. Is it that just.
I know that sounds a little harsh.
And no matter how harsh it's just truth. Like if you promise your child something in order for a certain type of behavior, you actually have given the child your power.
But okay, I understand that. But it's all in my mind. It's almost like, have we done a good? And we have to promise them something to get them to behave. Have we trained them the right? Have we taught them the right way from the beginning? Like, have we taught them to be obedient from the beginning, from the get go? Have we taught them, okay, when mommy or daddy says this, you listen, like, you obey, type of thing? Like, have we taught that from the beginning? Like, I feel like if you teach them from when they are young about the word obey and just about obedience, and I think, like, there should be no negotiating with them. Oh, if you do this, I'll give you this. Not when they're young. When they get older, teenager, like, that's a different stage and point. That's a different
Playing field.
Yeah, that's different. But when they're young, like, I think it's a part of training.
Like toddlers in elementary school. Yeah, I believe so too. I don't think there should be no type of bargaining whatsoever. I was looking up before we started to record. Like, bargaining, it almost like it says that two parties have equal amounts of power. And especially when they speak about bargaining power. It's almost like two companies have the two same amounts of power, and if one backs out of the agreement, the other can just pull out. No, it's not like that.
Yeah.
And it's almost like you creating a false sense of equal power
In their
within
mind, they think they have
the
the same
child,
power as you.
and the only power they have is control over their own bodies, and even that you should be letting them know what they do with their body. And I know that sounds kind of cruel, but you were here before them.
Yeah.
Preferably you were here decades before them, so you should know the law of the land. You should know about what's good or bad. Like, the rules aren't to control them, the rules are to protect them. Remember yesterday I listened to that thing about the gentleman, Darius Daniels. Shout out to him. He said, the rules, well, he was talking about a different dynamic, but I kind of pulled it out and using it for this situation. The rules aren't because I'm jealous for my children or
Or you trying to boss them.
trying to boss them around. No,
Just trying to protect them.
the rules are a form of protection. It's not a form of control. Even though it is control, but the rules are to protect them.
And another thing I was thinking about is, like, I thought about, like, when we were growing up, like,
Girl, let me ask you about that. I'm not from up there. I'm from St. Thomas, Virgin Islands. What's going on? Trust
Yeah.
me, I didn't have that type of options.
well, I grew up here, and even I was the only child. Like, I
Yeah.
have siblings, but in my home, I'm my mother's only child. So it's like, even then, there was no bargaining. It's just like, I knew what she expected, and that's it. Like, I knew what she expected of me, and there was no, if you do this, I'll get no.
Yeah.
No, it didn't. So, like, if you didn't grow up like that, if your parents didn't raise you that way, like bargaining and promising you stuff to get something out of you, like, if they didn't do it with you, if you are doing that with your children, the question is why, or why do you feel the need to?
Yeah. Well, that's why I believe a lot of children now, the way they're behaving, the stuff we see on the TV, with
That's cool, too.
with these certain privileged groups that we're all seeing now on TV. I listened to two psychologists speak about it. They say that what tends to happen when you let a child grow up unrestrained, when you let a child grow up unrestrained, they get into all types of chaos and anarchy. I believe that's why we're seeing a lot of these things nowadays. Just turn the TV, look at the movies. All these are children who grew up with parents who thought, you know what, I'm gonna let my child just be what they want to be.
Make all their own choices.
Because they sold them this false thing about freedom. Freedom to do what you want to do. No. Because they refuse to give them structure. That's what he spoke about bargaining. A lot of them actually, what they did was unknown to themselves. They actually bargained themselves out of the true relationship with their child. They actually bargained themselves out of being a mother, bargained themselves out of being a father, because
That's
you know what I mean. Like, they say, you know what, I don't want to be that. I want to be the one to help you discover the true you, which is a whole bunch of crap. God told you who you are.
Instead of parenting them and
Yeah.
guiding them.
Yeah. Got him and say, you know what? There's one God. He knows how to do it. There's his word, and this is the way to do it. But some guys say, well, what do you want to eat today, buddy? Huh?
Oh.
Okay, don't hit me. I saw a story the other day. A son was hitting his father, and the father was laughing, and the boy was like, I said, boy, look at him. Look at him. Look at him. There's rooters all outdoors. Anyway, I'm sorry. That's a rant.
Yeah. But the thing is, some of us are so, like, even that very thing that's happening, some of them don't even realize.
What thing you mean?
The child hitting the parent.
Hitting the father. Yeah.
And he's angry, and the parent is laughing about it, but in the child's mind, it's almost like he's in control. It's like I'm letting you know that I'm mad, type of thing.
Work for me, slave.
And-
work for me. Work for
and
me.
Yeah,
Beating him.
it's like it's a form of, and he's not correcting it, which is why a lot of them end up the stuff you were just talking about. But but we're going off onto a different
No.
thing right now.
Not
We
really.
might have to do a part 2
Maybe.
for this, babe, because this is leading into like
Yeah. But we
a lot of
about
other.
just, when they're younger, elementary school and even middle school, don't bargain with them. Don't bargain with them. What they got their own. They ain't got no job. Everything they have on their butt belongs to you.
Give to them.
What they own. Nothing belongs to them.
The food they eat, the water they drink.
And even when you tell them, well, this is his. Ain't nothing his or hers. You bought it. Hello? Ain't nothing they own, I guess. But as they get older in high school, maybe you can negotiate. But even then, you don't bargain. You negotiate within the parameters of the rules.
Yep, within what the rules are.
These are the rules. Or you as a parent, you should be able to expand a little bit. Okay, you know what? Well, if you did your job correctly, if you see your child is able to respond and is responsible, okay, you know what? I can be more flexible with this part of the rules because they have shown to be, or I want to teach them to be responsible. Come let me be a little more flexible about this part of rules, or that part of rules. It might be curfew. It might be cleaning up around the house. It may be friends. What type of friends? Where you're going? Where you're gonna hang out?
Can be using the car.
Even the car, and even talking to them, say, look, this is what this is. I'm letting you use this card because I'm testing you to see if you remember what I taught you, what we've been talking about for all these years. But you're not bargaining. You're just letting them know what you expect them to become, the vision of them that you have for them. I think you may be right, babe. We have to.
We gotta do a part 2.
Or, I don't know, just even thinking about it, maybe even have like a longer format. I don't know. Maybe
this topic.
Maybe not. But go ahead.
But
2 buts twice.
You guys can help us out. You can leave us a comment and let us know, what do you think? Do you think we should expand on this so we talk about it a little more?
Yeah.
Or let us know if you enjoyed the conversation, if it helped, or do you know someone that it could help?
Yeah. If you know someone that it could help, you know what?
Share it with them.
If you have a friend or family member, you know their child bad. You know they bad. You see them bargaining with them all the time. Send them this video. I'm joking, but seriously, if you know someone that can benefit from this, please send it to them. Don't think that you're badgering them. It's actually a form of love because we want to help. We want to help because, as we said all the time, we're teachers. And like,
we see some stuff.
We see stuff that the general public don't see. We see it, and some of you say, well, not my child. Listen, okay, good. It's not your child, great. Send it to someone
who needs help.
You know that one person you say, man, I want to tell him, but I feel bad. Send them the video. Send them this video. We can tell them for you. Because we want to help them. But on a serious note, we just want to help. Like, share, and subscribe to with all those that you think would benefit from this. And even if you don't think they'll benefit from it, just share really and truly, all we're doing is regurgitating all that's in the Word of God. Train up a child.
In the way they should go.
They won't depart from it.